Final daf of Eruvin. We're hopefully going to get this up before Shabbos in case anyone wants to get a head start. And Amir Tashem, we will be sending out an email. It could be we will be doing a live SIYUM on Monday, perhaps also with the maybe beginning Pesachim. Maybe anyone who wants to click on live will have a nice live share starting Pesachim, and that will be that. But again, of course, let's not forget we need for Shlema. Just to update everyone, Yudimir ben Yakira Baruch Hashem underwent bone marrow transplant, and he's doing much better. A young boy with leukemia. Let's continue learning in his chos, as well as from Siva Masha Esther Baruch Hashem. His oxygen levels are improving, but again, let's not learn for his chos. Of course, Emmanuel ben Vega Chaim Star Shom Simon Ezel Sar Bas Gnadli Basim Chaisari Chaim Sar Ezi Yisol ben Nidel Shalay Shal Masnamim Shavik Mishachar Vodam Nitriba Dino ben Chana Rezel Bracha Bas Tavi Musa Bestoy Sharchali Yisrael. Let's finish up over here. Not finish. Let's get to the end. Says the Gemara Kov Heyam and Beis Lema Kitanoi. We're in the middle of discussing bringing a sheretz into the Beis Hamikdash. Is it an Issa Daraisa? Is it an Issa Darabanan? Says the Gemara Lema Kitanoi. 7 lines from the bottom. Lema Kitanoi. Let's say this is a machlokas Tanayim. Sheretz and Imsa Hamikdash. What happens if you find a sheretz inside a Beis Hamikdash? Kayin might see him be'emnei. Said the Mishnah, what do? The Kayin takes down his hemnei and his belt to sash. That was the Mishnah. Take it out. So you don't want to have tum on the Beis Hamikdash. If you dimer, take it out the wooden tongs. So what is this machlekes? Whether the kohen takes it out with his garment or whether you take it out with the wooden tongs? According to Rav Yechon and Breika, the first man damar, so get rid of it as quick as possible. Take your belt and quickly get rid of this item. Mandamar, so the rabbis, second mandamar says get the wooden tongs, not to make more items. To make savar, machlish to make the potter. It's only in the rabbanan, so you don't have to quickly run and get rid of it. You go into your wooden tongs and then you get rid of it. Says Gemara, no, that's not the machlekes. Like, and obviously that's why that was the previous machlekes, whether it's a deraisa or not to bring in the sheretz. So we're trying to say it's totally in the two opinions in our Mishnah. Says Gemara, like the kuli alma chayv. Everyone agrees it's an issa deraisa to bring a sheretz into the Beis Hamikdash. I say better that if you bring it in, you're over a deraisa. Says the Gemara of Achava Kamifli. Mar Savashu Tuma Adif. Mar Savra Fushi Tuma Adif. Fundamental idea. What is better? Is it better to have Tumah in the Beis Hamikdash for less amount of time? Or is it better to have less items becoming Tamei? The first Mandamar says less amount of time wins. If there's Tamei, this sheretz to Beis Hamikdash, quickly get rid of it. When the Kohen takes his hemnei, he takes his sash and he picks up this Tamei, he himself, that item, the garment of the Kohen is going to come Tamei. No big deal. It's better that than anything else. Take him on there and says, no, let it be there for an extra minute. Don't proliferate Tumah and rather get the wooden tongs. Says the Gemara, fine. Eleganu tonight, the argument with these tonight. It's not. From where do we take out the sheretz? From which parts of the Beis Hamikdash? And I'm sorry if I didn't mention before, the issue here with removing this on Shabbos is that the sheretz is muksa. Can't move a dead sheretz. So in as much as it is tamei, we have to get rid of it, but it's muksa. That's the balance going on over here. And obviously to point out that nowadays sheretz it probably would not be. It would be muksa, but if you have a graf shal rei, it's disgusting. Maybe it wasn't so disgusting to them. Besides the Gemara, mandamar that says the first mandamar. You do not remove it from the Azara. Let's remind ourselves back right after the Gemara over here. What did the Gemara say? The Gemara said that you only remove it from areas bein ulam, the mizbeach, etc., etc. But it did not say that you remove it from the Azara. Why not? Because the mikdash potter. He held his holiness in the Rabbanan. So if it's in the Azara, leave it there. Mandamar mikula Azara. Kasavar chayiv, and the mandamar that says you move it from the entire Beis Hamikdash, he holds it's a deraisa. Therefore, since it's a deraisa, even though it's muksa, you're gonna have to get rid of it. Says the Gemara, moving along to Kavav Amid Aleph, the final Amid of Gemara in Eruvin. Amar Rav Yechanan, says Rav Yechanan Shnei Mikra Echad Darshu. In reality, says Rav Yechanan, going back. As you look at the top Rashi over here, Rashi says that really everyone agrees that they're bringing the sheretz is a chayiv. We're going back in the old Gemara. So what's the machlekes? Whether you can take out the sheretz on Shabbos is the following machlekes. Says the Torah by Kohanim lepenima, and the Kohen pasuk in Divrei Yamim. And the Kohen went inside, Beis Hashem, inside the house of Hashem, Litaher, to purify the house of Hashem, the Beis HaMikdash. V'yoytziu es kol ha'tama, and they take out all the Tama Hashem, Matu Beichel Hashem l'Chatzir. All the Tame items that they find, they remove out to the Chatzir, Beis Hashem. V'yikavlu al-Leviyim loytzi nachal Kidron. And Leviyim take it from there to bring it to the Nachal Kidron to put them in the mikvah. Chutza, they bring it outside. So what do we see? We see the Kohanim go in, take out the items, then the Leviyim take it. Mar Savar, so what's the machlekes over here? Says the Gemara, Mar Savar, Midashani Ba'azara, Bilaviyim, Toma Ba'azara Leka. First, Madamra holds, there's no Toma in the Azara. And that's the reason why when it came to the Azara, we let the Leviyim in. When it came into the Beis HaMikdash proper, the Kehanim had to be there. When it came to the Azara, to a lower level, so Leviyim are there. Let's just point out, when it says there's no Toma in the Azara, of course it doesn't mean that you could be Toma in the Azara. Rashi points out, it's not as chomer, but of course you're not allowed to bring the something tummy into the Beis HaMikdash. That's the first opinion. When it's possible to use, not possible to use Leviyim, use Kohanim. We don't want to make the Kohanim tamei, and that's the reason why we're going to use, again, one more time, that's the reason why we're going to use the Kohanim to bring out the vessels, and then we're going to give them over to the Leviyim. Again, it's possible for the Leviyim, therefore we don't want to make the Kohanim, again, the Kohanim are going in a different Yaman over there to remove the Avodah Zarah from the Beis HaMikdash, to be Metayer, the Beis HaMikdash, and also about to see in a moment different improvements, different repairs. So we don't want the Kohanim to come to me if the Levi could do it. So inside the Beis HaMikdash, Leviyim can't go there, so Kohanim take it out. Then when it came to the Azara, then the Leviyim take it and bring it to the mikvah. Says the Gemara Tanur Rabbanan, once we're on the topic of being Metayer, the Beis HaMikdash says the Braisa Kol Nichlas Meichel of Nois Letakenu Lohaitzi Es Atama. Anyone is allowed to enter Kohanim Leviyim and Yisraelim into the Heichal to build, to repair, and to remove Tama. Umitzvah b'Kohanim, it's best to bring Kohanim. Emein Sham Kohanim nechlas Leviyim. Emein Sham Leviyim nechlas Yisraelim. So as a pecking order, a hierarchy, everyone's allowed into the Heichal, but there's priority to Kohanim Leviyim, and only then Yisraelim. Again, we're talking about repairs and fixing the Beis HaMikdash. V'aydi Tayrim and Tameim Lai, and only one who is tar is allowed to go in, and not one that is Tamei. Says the Gemara, Rav Huna, Rav Kahana Mesayyim, Rav Kahana brings a raya, Kohani, but to the Kohanim should go first, and Rav Kahana was a Kohen, it's being a raya to the Kohanim, Titani, Rav Kahana, B'tay Shenemar, Ach Ela Bereiches Lo Yavai, should I go to the Bereiches? Yachla, I would have thought, Lo Kohanim Bali Mum Nechlas Beina Ulam the Mizbeach, I would have thought that the Kohen Bal Mum is not allowed to enter between the Ulam and the Mizbeach, classes repeat a Pachim, in order to do different repairs to the Beis HaMikdash. Rashi says, you know what they were doing? They were putting golden plates in the walls of the Kiddush HaKadoshim. I don't know if anyone realizes that there were golden plates there, but that's what they were going in to repair the golden plates. Tamalaymer, you would have thought they're not allowed to go in if they're Baal Mom. Tamalaymer says, Rav Kahana, Ach. The pasuk says Ach in the middle. Lechalik, to split it up. And you know that teaches us that the Kohen Baal Mom cannot go in, but he is allowed for repairs to go in. Basically, what we're going to see in the Gemara now is going to explain that there's going to be a hierarchy within Kohanim, within Leviyim, within Yisrael. We said first Kohen, Levi, Yisrael. Now we're going to prove that within Kohanim, first comes Sohon Tar, Tamei, then Baal Mom, etc. Now the Bryce, the Gemara explains, Mitzvah b'tmimim. The best way is to have someone tameh, a tmimim, a complete person, not a Baal Mom. Ein sham tmimim, nechlasim Baal Mom. Mitzvah b'tahir. The best is to have someone tar. Ein sham tahirim nechlasim tameim. Aidi v'aidi kohanim in Yisraelim lo. So what do we see? That kohanim take precedence to Yisraelim, and therefore that's Rav Kahana's riot, that which we just said before, that when it comes to repairs, first comes kohanim, Leviyim, and then Yisraelim. Says the Gemara, one thing is not clear. Yibailu tamei Baal Mom eizem nechlas. We said Kohen Levi Yisrael. Then we said a Baal Mom goes before Baal Mom, a Ktar comes before a Tameh. What if we have a Tameh versus a Baal Mom? Who should go in first? Says the Gemara, Rashi Amar Rav, Tameh Nechnas. You know why? If there's a situation where the entire tzibur is Tameh, Tama Hutra b'tzibur, then this Kohen Baal Mom, this Kohen Tameh, would be allowed to do the Avodah. So it says Rav Chia bar Rashi, we see he has a potential to do Avodah, so he's better than the Baal Mom. Rav Lazar argues, Rav Lazar Aimer, Baal Mom Nechlas. You know why? He eats kachim. So we see that even though he's a Baal Mom, we see he has connection to kachim, so he's better. That's a machlekes, whether it's a Baal Mom, whether it's a Tameh, who's going to be the one to enter in to do the repairs if only those two are available. Says Rav Shimon Aimer. So the Mishnah concluded that Rav Shimon said that when the Chachamim give you something, they only gave you what's yours, like an enigmatic statement. Says the Gemara, Rav Shimon Heichakai. What is Rav Shimon talking about? Says the Gemara, Hasamka. You know what he's talking about? 50 blago dafnan beis. That's now we learned way back when. Gets late on a Friday, someone gets stuck outside the Chum, he can't even enter one more Amma. If it's 2,000 Ammas or one Amma to the city, he's not allowed to enter in. Rav Shimon Oimer, afilu chamesh Amma yikanes. Those who would make the boundaries of the city were not precise because people are going to make errors. Never says Rav Shimon, if you're 2,000 amos or within 15 amos of the city, you get an extra 15, then you're allowed to enter into the city. So very, very fascinating. Rav Shimon in our Mishnah is going way back when to explain something. He said 50 blood going dafnan base, that the Chachamim give you that which is yours, that is going, that this leniency to give you the extra 15 amos into the city. And then the Mishnah concluded that Rav Shimon said they only gave you something, they only allowed you to do something in the Beis HaMikdash, because the Beis HaMikdash is only a derabanan. Hey Chakai, says Gemara, Asam Kai, 2 days ago, when we had the string of the harp ripped, Tanakama said, tie it. Rav Shimon said, make it into a bow, but not a knot. You know the reason why you shouldn't make a knot? Because tying is a knot, which is an Issa D'Oraisa, therefore it's going to be Aser even in the Beis HaMikdash, and that is why Rav Shimon says you should make a bow. Again, the only thing they are makel in the Beis HaMikdash is the rule we know is the Rabbanan, says Rav Shimon. And now the Gemara explains Rav Shimon further. Aniva delay asli dechiyav chatas shari. When you make a bow, you can never come to potential D'Oraisa, says Rav Shimon Ramekel. Sharli Rabbanan. Shira das dechiyav chatas like Sharli Rabbanan can never come to the potential D'Oraisa. There you could become to the potential D'Oraisa. Therefore says Rav Shimon, we are not makel to make a knot. Eruvin. Mirta Hashem, we will have a SIYUM. We'll invite everyone. We'll send out a link in Mirta Hashem. And looking forward to beginning Pesachim strong and Mirta Hashem finishing Pesachim before Pesach, and then God willing, we'll be able to get together and party together. Mazel tov, many, many more simchas, and mishleichet to learn many more mesechtas together.